All right, welcome back to the YeahAlright podcast. It's episode 91. You're with myself and Jamie and our special guest, Winwolf.
What's up, buddy?
He's
Episode
been-
91.
I'm in
Congratulations.
91, thank you. You've obviously you've been on the podcast before, which would have been just over a year ago.
Yeah.
And that's when we first met you. So now that we've had this 1 year of friendship law, I think we're going to have an even deeper conversation now.
Yeah.
I think also, correct me if I'm wrong, but the first time Win came on the podcast was our first week in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
It
that.
might have been actually.
Like,
yeah.
Because I was
literally-
like, oh, wow.
Yeah, we were trying to figure it out. Like, we had never used this equipment before, but now...
Oh
we're
yeah. We were stressing like, oh, we got this big TikToker. We're stressing out. We're first time in this new studio. We're gonna embarrass ourselves.
I embarrassed myself, too.
Nah, it was good. I need to go back and rewatch that episode. But
What episode is that, though?
yeah, what episode was it?
70-something?
It would it would have been like the 50s or something, 50s or 60s probably.
That's good.
But we didn't do this last time. But from now on, when we start an episode, we start with "How's your week?"
Oh,
So
how's my week?
essentially, it's Monday today. So let's talk about last week. So how
Last
was
week.
How was your week last week?
Oh, my God. Last week, probably, I was in Thailand.
Yeah.
That's
in
crazy.
Thailand. And then now I'm back in winter. It was all summer back then. And
Oh,
then
was it?
doing all my chores. When I get back, laundry. Yeah, probably sums up everything. And then do more edits for my videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
What about your week?
Bro, my week... Yeah, my weekend was pretty good, eh? Last week, didn't really do much. But I have been streaming a lot recently.
On Twitch?
Yeah,
I
on
think I
Twitch.
see your stories.
twitch.tv/neverfold_only_nap. Just hit 20 followers yesterday, which is pretty hype. Last weekend, I went to pick apart, got some parts for my car. Cost me almost $200. I almost cried at that.
What are you building?
I'll cry for that too.
I got like handles for my door because they broke off.
Oh, what the
And-
flip?
Yeah, and they're like little bits of plastic, and all four of them, and then plus like my radio bit of plastic, and some vents. Yeah, like I think $187 in total. And then I also had to go to Super Cheap and get new oil and brake pads and oil filters. So I'm broke,
Nice.
living life.
I'm going to cut this bit out, but
What's up?
you don't want swearing, eh?
Did you swear?
I almost did. I said flip.
Oh, flip. I say flip all the time.
Okay.
Flip it, flip it.
got
What
my
did
flip phone.
what did I do last week? Did I see you last week?
But he's in
I
Thailand.
think so.
I think.
Partly.
Yeah.
Yeah, partly. Like Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday or Sunday. Yeah. Well, I know yesterday Sunday I filmed.
Oh, yeah,
over-
because we filmed my ad. Ish.
Oh
In the
yeah.
mall.
Oreo, which we'll get into that
Yeah.
in a second.
Oh, bro,
Um,
I've been seeing that all
on the
over the
malls,
show,
eh?
bro. Yeah.
But no, I did some filming for my movie a lot last week. A lot of filming. I went
That's
to
good.
Tauranga and did like a good 6 scenes, and then we
What
went
scene?
6
That's crazy, bro.
6 or 7 scenes. And then yesterday we went to a garage and filmed like a good couple hours for like a 3-minute scene. It looks really, really good. And just lots of editing and
Wait, when did you go to
content.
Tauranga?
Wednesday morning.
You weren't invited?
Wednesday,
I'm
Wed-
never invited, bro.
Wednesday morning and Friday I came back at some point. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
I want to go to Tauranga.
Yeah.
Have you never been?
I've been
We've
probably
been-
once or twice or 3 times or 4 times.
Bro, I've never
that's, like,
been.
5 years ago or 6.
Well, we've been trying to like, because Julian's there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go down eventually.
I really
We'll
want to
down.
go.
Have you never been?
No, I really want to go and climb up the mount because I see like
Oh,
so
right,
much
yeah.
about it.
What's stopping you, though?
Like,
I'm fat.
I decided to go
No,
to
I mean,
Tauranga,
what's
like,
stopping you not going to Tauranga?
I
It's just like a
decided to
couple of
go
hours
within-
away.
I decided to go within just 2 days before.
To be fair, most of the time when I plan trips away, I plan to go up north to my badge rather than going down. I don't know. Whenever I go down to Tauranga, I don't have a place to stay. I have to book a hotel, and it's quite expensive. And if I was to go, ideally, I'd rather go during the summer when
Yeah.
there's like a
Yeah.
lot more people there.
Yeah.
Of course, it'll probably be more expensive, but it'll be a lot more worth going. Like if I went now, it'd be kind of. I wouldn't be able to swim or anything. I could, but I'd be so cold.
It is a nice
Yeah.
beach. Like it,
Yeah.
it looks like the mount area, you know, where the mountain is, all those
Yeah.
buildings. It actually looks like Miami sometimes on a really sunny
Really?
day.
Really?
Just with
Oh,
the tall buildings and or like the Gold Coast, the tall buildings and the beach right next to it and that mountain. It just looks different. But then you go like the other side of Tauranga and it's just like power plants,
That's why I need to go
factories.
back because I barely remember.
Yeah, we'll make a trip down there, 100%.
that's good.
We'll all make a trip, get a whole group of us. But I wanna talk about we'll talk about Thailand. Obviously, we went to South Island, but there's
Yeah.
gonna be some big conversation. So I wanted to ask, what was it like seeing your face in the mall on
It was
Oreo?
surreal, bro. It was surreal because like I was a little bit like nervous that I won't be able to see it in person, mainly because I'm out of the country.
Yeah.
But then that's why I asked my manager. I was like, "Oh, how long is it gonna be there?" And then they're like, "Maybe another week or two." And I'm like, "Okay, I want to see it in person."
That's cool.
Yeah, but it's a surreal feeling to see it like in person because like it's my huge face in the
Yeah.
what do you call that
Billboards.
electric billboard.
Electric billboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot on his phone too.
Yeah, that's the thing that I was wondering. So obviously I saw, I'm pretty sure you posted that as a TikTok as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
saw the TikTok and I was like, okay, that's cool and all. But then like a month later, I see it on a billboard. So did they contact you at first? Did they say like, hey, can we use your video for the billboard? Or they...
Yeah, so it's
Bro.
all set up like one for TikTok, and then they have to edit like a short form for it, like short form for a short form. So like
How many
10
versions did you
seconds. So I made like a 10 seconds and a seconder. Yeah.
Bro,
And
So-
it's not just that, it's like TVNZ,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube and stuff.
that's insane, bro.
Yeah.
What, like, that must feel so like... For me, that would feel like I've made it. Like that's my I've made it moment.
Yeah.
Bro, that I can't even.
Yeah, it felt crazy. It felt crazy. And then, yeah, I think I've sent you a video where I got like not so good comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I still get like hate comment for that one,
Mm.
but like if you look at the video as is,
There's nothing wrong with
why?
it.
Like
Yeah, a lot
why?
of people just hate for no reason though.
Yeah.
Like because oh my bad. It's mainly because people just have nothing better to do with their day, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I
Like
hate this guy.
it's quicker to just skip past it rather than to just make a comment. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
It's just.
yeah.
I mean, just be proud, man. They're probably just they're not in that position. You are. You know what I mean? Just be proud of what you're able to do. Because can I ask about the story you put up yesterday?
What story?
I know. I know.
I quite pose a lot now in
I
stories.
know. I helped you film you sitting down reacting. To
Oh
it,
yeah.
But the message you put on that, it was really nice.
Oh yeah. Because I feel like growing up, I think I had a call with you explaining what I felt like
Mm.
when I was making that video of a reaction kind of thing. Like growing up, a lot of people are saying that, oh, you look like that, so you're not in that kind of space. So growing up, people are saying that, oh, you don't look good enough, Then I have a brother that's like good looking, and then everyone's praising him. So he grew up with praise. I grew up with a lot of like, like a comment.
Negative.
Yeah, kind of negative. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
negative because you felt like you're not on standards, and people are saying like, "Oh, you don't look good enough. Your nose is too big, or blah 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 blah. Your color's like this, that." So I was like, okay, but I do have that passion for acting, to be in a commercial, and then I threw it all away. And when I studied advertising, when you're doing advertising, it's behind the camera. So that's what I studied in uni. So I was like, you know what? If I am not good enough to be in front of it, I still have passion when it comes to videos. So I would study behind the camera. And then eventually, when I moved to New Zealand, I was still having this, I have passion for it, but I'm now choosing to see it on other people that has quality to be that person as well. So I have some couple of friends and I'm like, I'm going to edit your photo. I'm going to edit your video. So I was always in the back. And then eventually when I got my first like event in New Zealand, that's the time that I realized that, oh, maybe I can actually do it. I can actually be in front, not just in the back. And then eventually it's just rolls.
How did the feed feel? That must have been.
Oh yeah, when I posted the video yesterday, I was like, oh, actually, I was in TV before. I completely forgot.
What was your reaction like getting that offer though?
That offer.
How did that even come about?
That offer was like, I think it's pure manifestation, which is back then I was just like shocked that I manifested something and it keeps on happening. That's the time that I was like, okay, manifestation is actually real. I had a conversation with my dad December before I got the offer March the next year. My dad was like, oh, maybe you can do like hosting and stuff. And I was like, oh, I do want to host like a TV show one day. And then 4 months later, I got that email saying that you're gonna be one of our hosts for this year if you want to, and I said yes.
That's sick.
Which is like, do you know what the feed is?
Yeah. I think we talked about it last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Sick, bro.
I love
Yeah.
that. Oh,
Though that's also one thing that I can't get my head around is how do people hate on you, bro? You're like one of the most positive content creators on TikTok. You never say anything negative. You never swear. You keep and not no hate, but you keep it very PG. How do people hate on you like that, bro? That's so surprising to me.
yeah. I think one of the things that hurt me the most when it comes to like hate comments and stuff, when I remember I have a video, and people might think that it's cringy. It was just like lip sync. People might think it's cringy, but cringiness is very subjective.
Yes,
You know,
100%.
it's very subjective. When people say like, "Oh, don't make cringe videos," I'm like, well, cringe depends on what you think about it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, 100%. The way I've always seen it is it's only cringe if you make it cringe.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it and think, oh my god, this is so cringy, and always have that mindset, you're going to think everything is cringe. But if you kind of look at everything with an open mind, it's not as actually bad as you think.
Yeah.
It might be embarrassing for that person, but it's not essentially cringe.
And then at the end of the day, if you think it's cringe, it's always gonna be cringe if you think it's cringe.
Yeah.
Because
that's
like
true.
some people that do crazy stuff, at first you'll think it's cringe, but when they started like working as a like let's say full-time content creator, and then that's the time you're gonna be like, oh, actually you're going somewhere.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Oh, it's not really cringy at all. So it depends on how you interpret what they're doing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're not allowed to do that because like you're not them.
Exactly. When we first started this podcast, I was telling my mates about it, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's such like a cringe idea and stuff." But
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that was just the way they thought about it. But now we're like what 3 years down the line, and they don't really talk about it. But it's not cringe.
They
It's
don't
just-
think it's as cringe as before.
No, and they kind of stopped having that mindset around it when they saw like we got a studio and started like not gaining traction, but started getting like guests on and stuff like that. They're like, oh, it's not as cringe. So I'm like, oh, what? So now that it's popular, it's not cringe? Like, that doesn't make
Now
sense.
that it's kind of working, and it's like they see that you're serious about
Yeah.
it. And but the thing is, like, once you get serious about it, all of those comments become really, really silent and quiet
Yeah.
because you don't really look
Take
at the
notice
noise anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate looking back at like our first episodes just because of how I looked. I had like no beard
Oh, yeah.
and blonde hair that like came up to here. Yeah,
That
way
was-
before I met you.
Jesus.
It was
Christ.
for a movie, but
One of-
it was I don't like it because now it's just the opposite. This is gonna go soon, hopefully.
I still remember you wearing your big yellow puffer jacket for the first episode as well. It was like,
Oh,
nice
that's
and-
also what you're wearing when I saw you when we first.
Is
met.
it?
You were wearing
I love that. I
puffer
love
jacket.
that.
Yeah.
The puffer.
Yeah, Huffer.
Huffer
Oh,
puffer.
that jacket was $900 and I got it for $150.
Oh wow. Okay,
Bro,
that's good. That's
that's
good.
good.
I like
Yeah.
waited 3 years for it to go on sale. I remember seeing it and I'm like, now one day I'm gonna get that. 3 or 4 years later, I'm like, finally see it for a good deal, so I snatched it up. I don't think
Yes.
it's definitely not worth that anymore. It's definitely like that's why it was so cheap. But yeah, it was really cool. Okay, I wanna ask about Thailand, but I wanna quickly ask about your parents coming to New Zealand.
Yeah, my parents coming to New Zealand is probably like up until like still now I still can't comprehend that it happened, but it's such a quick one as well. Because I remember before them coming here, I was like, okay, that's not enough time, but like it's enough time, I guess. You know, it's like 2 weeks and a half. But my flatmate keeps on telling me like, one day you'll be like, once on the end, after a couple of days after it happened, you'll be like, that's like a blink of an eye, which is true. It felt like a blink of an eye, and knowing that it took 9 years before they actually got the chance to be here is surreal. I told my flatmate, my mom and dad being together in one trip is a rare and impossible thing to happen.
Yeah.
Because someone needs to be taking care of our business. So even like, for example, going to like I remember when I was young in the elementary days, it's either my dad or my mom can go. But taking them out of the store for 2.5 weeks is just insane. My dad keeps on telling throughout the trip like, this is something that I did not even expect will happen. And I'm like, that's quite sad, but I'm happy that it happened.
Yeah.
But it's quite sad that he's in his 60s and my mom's in her 50s, and they're still like shocked that they can go together in a trip. You know,
So who was looking after the business while they were gone?
my brother and my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
that's-
old
that's
enough
good.
to do it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
bro.
Just let them take over for a little bit.
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah.
No, that's cool that they have the capability to do that and let your mum and dad come over here and see you. That's pretty awesome.
Their first time?
first time, not out of the country. My
Yeah.
mom's third time flying.
Mm.
So her first one was last year. I think last year.
And did she come here to New Zealand?
No, just flying in the Philippines, really.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Some parts in the Philippines. Yeah, it's her
Shit.
first time flying, and I saw it in my own eyes, so I'm quite
Yeah.
happy.
It's cool. Yeah.
And it's a
you're-
golden hour as well, sunset. And I
Oh,
was
was
looking
it?
at her, and the sun is just hitting her face, and I was just like, "This is her first time flying." I'm just like, I don't want to be emotional in that place.
When was the last time you'd seen your parents before they came here?
That would be. I'm trying my best to do it every year now.
Mm.
Yeah. So most likely like a year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That still would have been cool to see, like,
Yeah,
both
your
of them,
sister
bro.
last year too.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
came
So
over
she's
to
the
visit.
first one to visit me from my family, which is like,
I guess where she went.
Where?
Patel.
No way!
Yeah, we went to Patel.
why is that a big surprise?
Because Patel's just so small.
I also
no one really
lived.
knows
I
about
lived in
it.
Patel for 15 years,
Yeah,
so that's
and
like
he-
my
Yeah.
my stomping ground. That's where me and Phoenix first met. Bro, how old were we? We were like, I was 6, you were 7 or 8, and
Oh,
we made that
yeah.
smoothie challenge on YouTube.
No, it
first-
must have been about like maybe 10.
Yeah, we're a bit older, but
Yeah, it was about. Nah, not even actually. I remember Age of Ultron had just kind of almost was about to come out.
Fast and Furious 7 had just come out.
I would have been about 13, 14.
Bro, that's
Yeah,
so
something like that,
surreal to
something
look
like
back
that.
to now, though. Like, it feels like only 2-3 years ago, but that was what 10.
It's like
almost?
kind of family friends is how we know each other.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when was the last time you had a family trip together, or like just you and your parents or something?
You go first because I'm thinking.
Mine was probably a year and a half.
Where did you go?
I went to Gold Coast. So
Gold
my
Coast?
parents flew to the Gold Coast for 4 to 5 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and then so I have. Oh, my sibling's gonna hate me for this. I have 3 sisters and
Mhm.
1 brother, and then there's me. So throughout the 5 weeks,
Wait,
my
3 sisters,
3 sisters,
one brother.
1 brother, and then there's me.
Oh, same as me.
Oh,
Yo,
really?
I have 3 older sisters. I have and me, and then a younger brother.
Wait, 3 sisters as well and 1 brother. I do as too.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
So we've all got 3 sisters and 1 brother.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
I got
What?
3 younger sisters and 1 younger brother.
I have 3 older sisters and 1 younger brother.
And what do you have? Are they older or younger?
They're all older than me by like. the
Also,
young-
you're the youngest.
Yeah, I'm,
Also, you're the
Damn.
favorite one.
So we all have.
well,
Well, I can't deny.
sort of.
It's always
Pretty
like
much.
that.
So what happened is my parents flew to the Gold Coast. Oh no, it wasn't even the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast. And then they flew because all my brothers and sisters have kids as well. I'm the only
Uh-huh.
one who doesn't have kids, thankfully. So they flew my brother for the first week, and then my 3 other sisters for each week, and then on the last week they flew me and my friend Levi out for the week, and it was pretty cool going Sunshine Coast.
Yeah. How old are your parents? You can you don't have to say the exact.
My father's in his late 70s,
Oh wow.
and my mother's late 50s, coming into her early 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty. There's a 15-year age difference
Oh, my
between
mom
my
and dad
parents.
is like 10 years gap.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah. 10.
10, because my
Okay.
dad is like 69, my mom is 59.
Oh, that's.
So they have 10-year gap.
Oh, yeah.
But
My
like-
parents are very similar. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, how many opportunities? Like, I feel like in this age in time, you have to always make a vacation with your parents.
Especially at
Because how many
our age,
times
you know.
will you be able to do that?
I don't. I go to like Tauranga or like up north sometimes with my family, but like overseas trip. I mean, my mum came to Australia with me for a little bit, but my dad's not around, so take him out of the equation. But my mum, it's just little road trips, really. I think, but it's not often. It's definitely not often.
And how old is your mom?
40.
Oh, she's young.
something.
Oh, she's young.
I actually forgot. I do have a second brother.
She's
but-
young.
I think the thing is with me as well, I try and spend as much time with my dad because I don't really talk about this much. I don't really like talking about family stuff, but I'll just quickly go over it. Back in 2019, Fallout 76 had just come out, and my dad comes into my room and he's like,
What?
Fallout 76, the video game, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was loading it up, and my dad's like, "Oh, could you mow the lawns for me?" And I'm like, I was still a teenager at this time, like, nah, piss off. Like, I just want to play my new video game. It just came out. He's like, whatever. So he started mowing the lawns. He almost had a heart attack.
Oh.
And that kind of was the first realization of, okay, my dad's really old. So he went to hospital, had to have his chest cut open. He had a quadruple bypass. His arteries were so clogged up that they pretty much cut them out of his leg, chucked them into his heart. And then he was all good for another year or two. And then he had cancer. So he had prostate cancer, and he beat that, which is good. But now it's back in his bones. So he is quite frigid. If he was to ever get sick, it would probably kill him. But he's pretty strong. He is like, if you were to meet my dad, you would probably be like, what the hell? It's so surprising. Like, whenever my mates come over, they're just like, he is the most active, like, 70-year-old I've ever met. He's like mowing the lawns constantly. He goes white baiting, he goes fishing regularly. It's pretty awesome. But the way that I see it is I don't actually have much time left with him. Even though it could be another 30 years, I'd rather spend that 30 years with him rather than not spend it and be like, oh my God, I wish I spent more time with my father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so your dad had quadruple bypass?
Yeah.
Same as my dad.
Holy shit.
Yeah, same as my dad. So he thought it was like just triple.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
during the operation, they said like, oh, it's quadruple.
Yeah.
Same with my flatmate, who actually talked to my dad and prepared him to get his bypass.
How long ago was that, if you don't mind me asking?
Almost 2 years ago now. It's 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I find like when it's healing as well, that's like the part that broke my heart the most is because he couldn't sleep in bed. He had to sleep on on the recliner, and every time he'd
'cause
cough
it
or
hurts.
sneeze,
It
yeah.
hurts. And then when they sneeze and cough,
Yeah, they have to have this yellow pillow that they hold there, so if they do cough or sneeze, their chest like doesn't rip open, which is like it was like pretty scary, but I don't know.
It is scary, especially when they're about to go to surgery, because like obviously us kids, we were always like, do it now, Dad, you have to do it, you have to do it. But then in his position, thinking about it, like when you go into that surgery, when you close your eyes, you don't know if you're gonna wake up.
No, 100%.
Yeah, so once you allow the doctor, like, yes, I'm ready, you have to be like really ready,
Yeah,
because once
yeah.
you that close, that's it. You don't know.
My dad, he got into hospital, I think it was on like the 19th of December, and because they originally were going to put stents in and just enlarge his artery or keep them open, right? So, and then when they started doing that, they failed the surgery because it was way too clogged. And they're like, oh, we need to do the bypass. They sent him down to Auckland Central Hospital here. And I think I was working at the time at the shops in Partel. And
You worked there?
yeah, I worked there for one summer. So I was working there and I really wanted to come down and see Dad, but I couldn't. On the 24th of December, it was either the 24th or the
Christmas
26th. Yeah, they don't do any operations. Obviously not, because it's right before Christmas. That was the sickest I've ever seen my dad. He was pale. He had no emotion to his face. He looked like he was on death's bed. And they had to do, and this is very, very rare, but they had to do an emergency operation because if he didn't, he would have died. And that was pretty hard, like FaceTiming him. I think it was the 24th of December because I was like, this is Christmas Eve. My dad looks like he's about to die, and this is like one of the hardest things ever. And I was only like 17 at the time. So a pretty life-shattering thing to happen, but I don't know. It made me realize a lot, like that I need to spend a shit ton more time with my dad.
yeah.
Because
That's
like,
a hard
yeah.
thing to go through at 17.
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
gives you an awakening.
especially
really.
also working at a small shop.
And you're not around.
Yeah, and my mum wasn't there. My brothers and sisters were up at the beach to like look after me and make sure I'm all good. But not having both your parents there, going through it was just like, it made me, I don't want to say it made me grow up fast, but it definitely made me realize
something.
Yeah, I need, like, time is precious.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
you probably went through the same thing when your dad went through the bypass as
When
well.
my dad is having his surgery, I'm here in New Zealand. So I was just like constantly on my phone waiting. But then my flatmate is, obviously he went through the same thing, and he was telling me having no news or no message is good. That means it's good.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, but it's been like 6 hours. I've been messaging, no one's replying, and then he said like, it's good.
Yeah.
As long as there's no message, something, it's good. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. That's how I calmed down.
When was this? A couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's why when it comes to the trip right now, I think I remember I mentioned it to you as well on FaceTime. I was like, the entire trip, is very amazing, I would say, obviously, but part of me are kind of felt like it's unfair.
Yeah.
It's unfair to the fact that yes, I'm having a good time with my parents, but it's just me, one of the 5 kids, you know. So I was like, I feel grateful that I have the 2.5 weeks. We're together 2.5 weeks. That's the longest time I've been with my family, with my parents for the past 9 years. Because whenever I go back to the Philippines, they're at work, or when I try to like, let's go out for dinner, it's gonna be just dinner, you know, and then the next morning they're gonna go to work and stuff.
Very quick.
Yeah, this is the time that's like full on 2.5 weeks. I'm with them 24/7 because we share the same room. So I was like, for me, it's a gift where I got a chance to experience that. But part of me is also saying that I'm so lucky that I got that opportunity, but I felt so sad at the same time that none of my siblings are experiencing what I'm
You
experiencing
don't have like
now.
the whole family, like.
Yeah, I mean,
same-
like, how many opportunities will they have, they can get to have a 2.5 weeks with my parents, where they can just like be there, take care of our parents throughout the trip. Out of us 5, I'm the one that's like far away from all of us, but I got that beautiful gift, a
Yeah.
gift of 2.5 weeks with my parents. But that's why it keeps on bugging me time to time. Then I felt like I want my siblings to experience what I'm experiencing, a 2.5 weeks with your parents. And that's the time that you serve them, you make them feel like you're still a kid, but at the same time you're adult.
You also treat. I find like when I don't hang out with my parents for a while, like I moved out of home, and then moved back in with them. But when I spent time with them, when we're away, I just treat them like royalty. Like always make them feel special. Because something I've also realized is, I don't know about you, but I still feel 16 at heart. I feel 16 years old. If I feel that way, and a lot of people I've talked to feel that way as well, my parents probably also feel that way about life. And it's also, we only get one chance at life to figure it out. So do they. So why give them a hard time when they're figuring this shit out like I am as well? You might as well make them feel loved and appreciated, because the shit that we go through as young adults are probably going through as well at the later ages of 60, 70. They're probably going through it harder because they have a lot more health problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you grow older, you realize that obviously that's the time that you realize your parents are also adult that is just figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And there's not a manual to life, bro. You don't get a book saying how to do everything. They're trying to figure everything out like we are. So don't give. I try, like, whenever I find myself like about to have an argument with my parents, I always stop myself and I think like, I don't need to. There's no point in this. This is not going to actually get us anywhere. You went on that train with your parents when you were down on the South Island. You went on that the scenic track. I can't remember the name of it now. I really want to go.
Transalpine?
Yes,
It
bro.
looked cool. The shots, like the views.
I went on that when I was a lot younger. How did you find being on a train for 9 hours? Or like 8, 9 hours?
My ones is just 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
I've never been. I want to go.
Bro, I tell you, it's for me. I remember when my flatmate told me like you should bring your parents to Transalpine. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I've watched a couple of reviews. I've watched a couple of YouTube video, and I felt like because at first we were supposed to just go with the regular one, which doesn't have the food and everything, right? And when I was watching it, a YouTuber said like, this is the pricing for that. Having a meal is not really worth it. Then you can just like go to the carriage and everything, and that's it. But for me, when I started I collaborated with them. So I reached out, I collaborated with them, talked about like this is a special moment with me and my parents. And obviously, I know that we can't afford to do something like that.
It's quite an expensive thing as well.
We're from the Philippines. My parents are from the Philippines, and I'm also like alone. And then also trying to save for myself, you know? So I did a collaboration with them, but for me, it's one of those collaboration that I felt like it's a gold kind of collaboration. It's so at peace. I was incredibly happy, and I think I mentioned that to you again.
Yeah.
We always yap.
Yeah.
I mentioned to him that it's getting traction on social media, and whenever I get like notification, most of the time I rewatch the video, because for me, I put the music, which is Beautiful Life, one of my favorite music, and then I was trying to figure out why it's getting traction. It's a long video. It's like a minute something video.
It's like its third most viral video.
Yeah,
isn't it?
for their account. It's like the third one since. So I told Phoenix back then, I said like, it's so, the way that I made that video, I was just catching a moment. It was so easy to make because I don't have to like, because some people might direct the situation just to make like a good candid shots and stuff. But for me in that moment, when I was in that train, it was just everything was just flawless. Everything was just like not scripted or not like, oh mom, can you just smile? Nothing like that. It was just like me catching the moments, so it doesn't felt like, because I want my mom and dad to experience it in the most genuine and authentic feeling.
Yeah, it felt very wholesome and genuine when I saw that video, and I was like, holy crap, this looks so fun to do.
You can't really like ask your mum like, oh, real quick, I didn't get it on camera. Can you do it again?
And that takes the authenticity away from it, right? As
Yeah.
well, like
I mean, advertising is always scripted, advertising in general. But that's why I was saying like this one hits different. So now I always have a big heart with Transalpine Scenic train.
You're always gonna have good connection with them now.
And then when I was doing it, I don't want people to be like seeing me like, oh, I'm trying to direct and stuff. I was just like, you know, like what I said, catching a moment, to the point I mentioned that to you as well, to the point that there's a couple on the next table. They're probably in their 50s or 60s. I think this is the most beautiful thing I've heard after that train ride, is that when I was getting my luggage, the old lady went up to me and then she was like, I really love, we're observing you with your parents, and I really love how you take care of them. And I just want to tell you that, like, you have a good relationship with your parents. And I said, yes. And after she left, I was just in the most authentic self for, you know, like, that's my authentic relationship with my parents. The way I laugh with them, the way I capture a couple of moments, the way I yawn with them. And someone noticed that, and she went up to me to say that. And I was just like,
That's nice.
That's insane.
That's a nice interaction.
that makes you feel really. I imagine it makes you feel very
Like,
wholesome.
I'm a good
and-
kid.
Yeah. I've
Like,
done
I
my
did
one
a
good
good
job.
job.
Yeah.
I
was
my
like,
good deed for the day.
Yeah,
It's
'cause-
those wholesome videos that do so well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because for me, I feel like there's two things in ourselves that when we're around our parents, they always see you as their young boy.
Yeah,
Even though you're not young anymore.
No.
So you need to find that perfect balance to make them feel that you're still the kid that they want to take care of, but you're still also a man that is also can stand up.
Yeah, and you also want to make them proud at the end of the day, because
Yeah.
you're like essentially the product of them.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing I want to do, is like I still call myself a kid, like, but I just want to make my parents proud at the end of the day. I don't care what anyone else says. The only opinion that matters, in my opinion, is your parents, because they are, at the end of the day, they're the only people that care for you, and they're the only people that are gonna like do stuff for you in this world without asking. Like, you can ask a friend to do something as much as they can, but I don't know, there's something special about your parents that they always will care about, no matter what you're going through. Friends are temporary, but family's forever.
Yeah.
And as cheesy as that sounds,
Yeah.
it's so real, because
I
like
feel the same way with like even grandparents.
no, 100%.
My nana and granddad, they mean the world to
To
me.
be fair though, like, your grandparents also play a bit of a different role in your life than mine specifically. They were primary caregivers for a while for me. Like,
Your grandparents?
well, a little bit, but not really at the same time. For my sister, my grandparents looked after my sister. So obviously my sister sees my grandparents differently to the way I do. But yeah, I don't know. I still see my grandparent. Oh, I only have one grandparent left, my granddad. But yeah, I wish I saw him more. I just don't. I need to. Yeah.
This
actually
I
hang out
feel
with him
like
more.
this episode is an episode of realization
Yeah.
and waking up. That family, like what you said, that thing that sounds cheesy, but it's not.
Yeah.
Family is, what'd you say? Family is forever.
Well, friends are temporary, but family is forever.
I like that.
That's just
Friends are temporary and family is forever, because that's true. I like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
This is a wholesome episode. I like it.
Yeah. So after, like, currently I'm posting the Thailand trip. After
Yeah.
that, I'm posting again my trip with my parents.
Yeah, you've got a backlog, don't you?
Yeah, I have heaps of backlog.
What kind of what videos of your parents have you done yet? Don't give us too many spoilers. But
Oh, you
like,
already
what's-
know. I posted obviously the helicopter ride.
Yeah.
I have a few
Yeah,
more
yeah.
clips
That
from
looked
that.
cool. That looked
That's
so cool when you got out of the helicopter.
Yeah, we managed to keep it a secret, my mom and I. 'Cause I told my mom, like, don't tell dad. My mom needs to know because
I saw
she's
that-
afraid of heights.
I saw that video when you were.
Yeah. Bro, I tell you, the day before we have the night before our helicopter ride, my dad keeps on getting ads about helicopter.
Oh,
And I was
they're
just like,
listening to us. Bro.
Why?
They're listening to us.
listening to us. Our
The
phones are
spies,
always
bro. I'm telling you.
But they loved it. They loved it.
My dad was like, because he was saying to me that when he saw the ads and stuff, he was like, your sister would love this. Your sister would love this so much. And in my head, I looked at my mom and was like, he's going to experience that tomorrow. He's going to experience that tomorrow. So it's weird because, you know, like mom and dad, they didn't grow up. They started from the bottom. So for them, the ceiling is different.
Yeah.
For people that grew up in let's say, in the middle class, their ceiling is different
Yeah.
than the people from the bottom. Their ceiling
sure.
is different. So with my parents, my mom is this is another conversation that I had with my mom inside the train. When she told me she thought she's happy enough. She's happy that she's just in the store. And I said, like, Mom, see, there's more than inside the cubicle of our store. There's a lot to see. Because she was smiling while looking at the sceneries. And then my mom was like, because I thought, I'm like, you know, I'm happy seeing you guys go somewhere. If I see a photo of you in your sister in another country, you in another country, I'm happy. I'm happy to see that you are happy. But I'm like, Mom, yes, your life you devoted to us is great. It's amazing. But we should not be your entirety of your world.
Yeah.
You know, like, you need to save something for yourself. You need to look forward for something for yourself, or together with my dad, you know? So that moment, I was like, I actually messaged my dad like a few hours ago. I said, like, we need to do another trip. You know, like,
That's
I'm
cool.
pushing them now.
Hopefully, we'll go to the Philippines next year.
Hopefully,
right?
yes.
Hopefully.
I mean, I'm going to the Philippines. I don't know about you.
Wait, March, right? March, April.
I'm planning to go to the Philippines on this year, October, and also next year, January, because my best friend messaged me and he said, like, I'm getting married. And I'm like,
Oh, what have we just been?
when?
What
How-
It's
have we
like
moved
January.
up?
How
I'm
much
like,
are flights to
January
the
then.
Philippines?
The flights cost, it depends. I got lucky for the October one. I got $1,000 for return.
That's so good. What the
For
hell?
How long are you
return.
going
So it's
for?
like 500
What the
going,
heck?
500 back.
Bro, I'd do that in a
And it's
heartbeat.
Qantas.
How long? Are you
So it's a
going
good
I
airline.
I'm a part of the frequent fly program for Air New Zealand, but because of that, they team up with Emirates. So next time I fly, my next international trip, I get 2 upgrades. So I really want to go on a trip soon and go like overseas, and I'd love to go on Emirates and then try out their first class, bro. Because especially on their double decker planes,
I'm manifesting that one too. I want to experience.
you get your whole last room for yourself,
yeah,
bro.
let's
That's so
experience that.
How
cool.
long is that flight? Oh, that's.
The flight's gonna be long,
That's cool, yeah.
so 3 hours. Because you will have. I don't know if you're gonna book. I'm not gonna go direct, so
Right,
I'm gonna fly from from Auckland to Sydney, which is gonna take like 3 hours, and then from Sydney to the Philippines is another 9 or 8.
Imagine having your own room for that long. That'd be sick. How
Yeah.
long are you going for?
I'm only going for 2 weeks for October.
Only 2 weeks.
I
I'd
know,
love to
I
go for
know.
2
That's
weeks.
I would love to go for a month. You know.
I'd love to go to either like Thailand, Philippines, or Vietnam again. Those are like I haven't been to Thailand or the
Thailand's
Philippines. It's one of those countries that I really need to go to because they're really cheap to go to as well. Like once you're there, especially Vietnam. Vietnam I went to when I was like 12 or 13. Even though it wasn't the cleanest, everyone was so polite. I loved the food, the culture.
Wait till you go to the Philippines. We're so friendly.
Everyone is like, yeah, they're so happy over in like that part of Asia. It's just like so wholesome when you go there, man. And flights are so cheap. Like, what the heck? Like, oh.
No,
wish.
maybe.
food though, food.
See, we
die for.
could go in January, but Kay doesn't want January. That's the only problem.
We still have a couple of months to
Yeah.
manipulate him.
Maybe I'll tell Cade.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
because
slap
I was
on my
about
head.
to decline my friend, but just I realized because like this friend of mine is my best friend back when I was young, when I was like childhood friends, but we grew apart. We kind of grew apart. Time to time when we talk, it's a short conversation, but it does feel it feels like yesterday, kind of like yeah. But looking into it from the university days to now, we don't really have that conversation. But him thinking of me to be part of the groomsmen, kind of like I was like, oh my god, like we haven't really talked for a while, but you still put me on that
Groups.
groups. And for a while, I was trying to figure it out because I'm going in October, and then I'm planning to go for another trip next year, and then one of my close friends that I met up with in Thailand, she's having her wedding on October again next year. So I was like,
Another
oh my
trip.
God, so that's like twice next year already if I include him. And then I had a talk with my brother, and my brother was like, well, him putting you in a groomsman, and he's your best friend when you were young. That kind of like put me in the spot of like revisiting everything that happened between us as friends.
That's cool
And I
how
was like,
no matter
going
how
back.
much time's passed, he still sees you in the same light and he still sees you in the same respect. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going back.
That's good.
You know what? I'll see you.
No matter how much time passes,
good.
you guys are still good friends. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Sick.
Well, we've reached like we could go on for so much longer, but
Yeah.
my laptop wouldn't take it. You see, my laptop's got a DVD drive, and that's how old it is.
Same as my old one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But
And
yeah.
I gave it up now. I bought a new. I'm happy that I bought
Oh
a new
yeah,
one.
you bought a new one.
I was quite smart for it. I'm quite happy because like I probably took off almost $1,000 out of the original price.
Shit, that's
So-
good.
Here it's gonna be like something like quite expensive, and then when I went to the airport in New Zealand,
Duty free?
yeah, it took off like probably like almost like 500, 600 off. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy it because it's such expensive. And then I flew to Australia. Now, when I was in Australia, I was like, you know what? Even though I'm rushing,
Do it.
I'm gonna check it. I checked it. It took off another like 300, 400 off. So I was like, oh my god, it's almost $1,000 off.
That's so cheap.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to
Snatch
buy
it
it.
up. Snatch
Which is
it
a
up.
perfect. It was a brilliant idea that I bought it because when I was in Thailand,
You used it, eh?
my phone is just 125 gig, which is absolutely
That's tiny.
big question mark for a creator.
Mine's 64 gig.
See,
What?
Like, bro, like how do we survive? Bro,
Yeah.
Mine's 256. I barely make content as it is. I don't even make TikToks or anything. And I've already run out of space. How
Yeah,
are you guys
bro,
doing? What the
Bro,
heck?
I was like this. I was in a Jetstar trip and my phone is full, and I'm just like,
Especially when you go to Thailand, yeah, you're gonna need that.
goodbye Harry Styles concert,
Oh,
delete. And I'm just like,
do you not have like iCloud
I have
storage?
iCloud, but sometimes it doesn't back up.
I got Google Photos works.
Ah.
Google Photos is
Now
actually
it's working
smart.
properly.
Google
Now it's
Photos
good.
has kept everything over the past 10 years I've taken on Apple devices,
Damn.
which
Wow.
is good.
Crazy.
But yeah, is there anything you wanted to finish off with? I remember the last time you did this episode, your final quote was like stay happy or keep smiling or something.
Stay woofing.
Yeah, you said that as well. Everyone be kind or something like that. Do you
Yeah,
have
I would
something else
say
wanna
if you get a chance to help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Help everyone, that's what you said.
Yeah,
Help
yeah.
everyone.
yeah. And maybe I should just like put one thing that I learned from my dad.
Okay.
So
yeah.
the thing that I learned from my dad from way back, and this is like the core of me, is that don't compete with others, compete against yourself. Because if you start competing with your friends or stuff, it ruins relationships. You know, even though it's a healthy one,
Yeah.
somehow along the line, it could be
It
like
turns into turmoil eventually.
yeah. So my dad keeps on telling me, you're not competing against others. You compete against yourself, which is true. Like I always, when I wake up in the morning and I feel lazy, I'm like, I'm competing against myself. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So
like
that's
that.
my core values. So I
Sick.
don't see friends as competition. I always see myself as competition with myself to be more productive. And when it comes to friends, help
That's
each
awesome.
other, support each other,
Yeah.
celebrate
That's
each other's
beautiful.
success.
Well, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you so
It
much.
was awesome having you on
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Again.
Nice seeing you again.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you back next week.